Hi there, and welcome to How to Start a Corporation in Connecticut, brought to you by startabusiness.org. Today we're just going to walk you through sort of the general steps that you'll have to go through to incorporate your business, be it a foreign corporation, a domestic stock, domestic non-stock, which means profit and non-profit, or religious. Now the filing fees associated with a corporate filing are either $40 for a non-stock corporation. You also have, sorry, let's scroll down here. $40 for non-stock foreign. A foreign stock is $350. Domestic stock $250, as you can see here. Domestic non-stock $50, and religious $50. I'll just go over quickly the definition of those. Domestic, of course, is a business that's forming within the state of Connecticut. Its main and principal office will be within the state. Stock in Connecticut just means profit. Non-stock means non-profit. So a foreign entity is one that exists already outside of the state, either in another state or from another country, and they'd like to do business within Connecticut. That is called a foreign entity, be it a corporation, a company, or a partnership. And again, we have stock and non-stock. And then at the end we have religious here, which is the simplest form of corporation. It's just a group, three people or more who have gathered for public worship, would like to form a corporation. And as I said, the filing fee for that is $50. So the first step to incorporation, as we see here, is to supply a name that suits a company. Now it should be noted that this name must be completely unique within the state of Connecticut. In order for you to ensure that this is the case, you can perform a business entity search or inquiry by clicking on this link here. What you'll do is you'll just enter in the name of, either your pre-existing corporation if you're foreign, or the desired name if you're a domestic company, into the name category in the business inquiry. And if no results come up after you click submit, then there's a pretty good chance that it is indeed available. Once you've ensured that it is unique, you can continue to print off the PDF form. We have all the different forms here. So certificate of incorporation for all domestic corporations. We have both certificate of authority, sorry, not both, but just we have the certificate of authority for foreign stock and non-stock corporations, and certificate of formation for religious corporations. If you were to click on any one of these links, as opposed to these ones, you'll be brought to more detailed instructions on these individual corporation types. After you've filled out the form, you've had all necessary members sign it, all necessary incorporators sign and agree to the conditions, then you'll have to print it off and make a check out to the Secretary of State for the appropriate filing fee that we went over earlier. Throw both those things in an envelope and send them to the below addresses. Also, if you are a foreign corporation, you're going to have to supply a certificate of good standing, or what some call good compliance or legal existence, which is authenticated rather by the Secretary of State or a similar authority of your jurisdiction. That just says that you're in good standing within the state, so that Connecticut can allow you to do business within theirs. Once you've sent it off, the process is done. You've finished. You just have to wait for confirmation. There's a section of each form called the filing party, and on that, in that section, you've supplied the contact information for the person responsible for receiving correspondence relating to the confirmation of your filing. It should take between 10 and 15 business days usually. Now we have a few tips here. Renewal. In accordance to Chapter 601, Section 33.953, you can click on this if you want to see more details regarding that statute. But all corporations must file an annual report in order to remain in good standing within the state. When you're not in good standing, you're considered to be in default, and you won't be able to do a lot of things until you've supplied the annual report again. However, there is no late fee for the annual report, so that's kind of nice. The filing of an annual report must be done within 30 days of incorporation. And then, of course, as it is an annual report every year following. Corporate bylaws, it is required in the state of Connecticut, although it's not always required in each state. It is required here that you lay out the terms and conditions of your corporation within a form called the corporate bylaws. You can click here for a free template of that and a more detailed explanation. And you can click here to read the state statutes regarding corporate bylaws. The employment identification number, here is an instruction on how to acquire one, but it is necessary to perform any kind of financial transaction once you are incorporated. This could be used for applying for loans or hiring employees, opening bank accounts, anything like that. It's used by the IRS for tax reporting purposes too. It's like a social security number, but for a corporation. Yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Hope that was helpful.